Chicago, the Windy City, Al Capone's town. Many people think that when he died, the Mafia died with him. They're wrong. The Chicago outfit didn't just survive, it got quieter, smarter, and maybe more dangerous. They seeped into the city like a shadow. You think this is a movie? No, this is reality. Corrupt cops, judges in their pocket, and bosses running the streets from the darkness. Why can't the FBI, with all their technology, stop them? But what if they don't want to? In this video, we're tearing the lid off the truth. And if you watch until the end, you will learn about family secrets, the loudest betrayal in Mafia history, which revealed just how deep the outfit's tentacles reached into the halls of power. This will change how you see Chicago and make you question everything you thought you knew about justice. Get ready, we're diving into the shadow world that still rules the Windy City. The outfit's story doesn't start with Capone, but he is its icon. In the 1920s, during Prohibition, Chicago was a war zone. The Irish, the Italians, the Jews, everyone fought for control of the illegal booze flow. It was rivers of blood and whiskey. Al Capone, arriving from New York, wasn't just a thug. He was an organizational genius. He realized, why fight when you can unite? He created the outfit, a syndicate that brought enemies together. Capone was a criminal rock star. He wore expensive suits, his face was on the front page. But his real legacy is the organization. He paid politicians, judges, cops. He built an armor of corruption. The peak of his power was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1929. 7 rival gangsters were machine-gunned against a wall. It wasn't just a murder, it was a message: this city is mine. People watched in horror as his men, dressed as cops, walked away from the execution. His power was absolute. But Capone made a mistake. He became too loud. He bathed in the fame, and it ruined him. The feds couldn't get him for murder, but they nabbed him on taxes. In 1931, Scarface went to Alcatraz. The press trumpeted, "The end of the Mafia!" How wrong they were. This was only the beginning.
Capone was replaced by those who learned his greatest lesson: fame is a weakness. The era of the quiet bosses began. The greatest of them was Tony Accardo, nicknamed Joe Batters. He started as Capone's bodyguard. He was the total opposite of his boss. Accardo hated the press. He lived in a quiet suburb, went fishing, and looked like a regular businessman. But it was he who turned the outfit into a corporation. Accardo understood. Prohibition is dead, the business has to change. Under his leadership, the outfit moved away from bootlegging and into things that made quiet, giant money. Illegal gambling, loan sharking, what they called juice on the streets, and most importantly, labor unions. They took control of the Teamsters Union. It was their personal bank. They took millions from the union's pension fund. Where did this money go? Las Vegas. Yes, it was the outfit, not the New York families, that built Vegas, on the money of simple workers. They laundered their criminal profits through the casinos. The movie Casino by Martin Scorsese isn't fiction. It's a documentary about how the Chicago Mafia ran Vegas through their man Frank "Lefty" Rosenthal. They skimmed the casinos for years. But next to the quiet Accardo was another boss, Sam Giancana. Bright, cruel, vain. He was the outfit's liaison to the world of glamour and politics. Giancana was friends with Frank Sinatra. Rumors say it was the Mafia that helped John F. Kennedy win the 1960 election, securing him the votes in Illinois. Giancana even bragged about his ties to the CIA in a plot to assassinate Fidel Castro. This connection to politics and Hollywood cost him dearly. When he was no longer needed, he was removed. In 1975, Giancana was shot in his own home. right before he was scheduled to testify to the Senate about Mafia and CIA connections. 7 bullets. The classic outfit's signature for those who know too much. The syndicate went back into the shadows. It outlived Capone. It outlived Giancana. It outlived everyone who forgot the main rule: silence is golden.
So why is the outfit so elusive today? Reason 1, adaptation. They are no longer gangsters in hats. They are investors. They've moved away from street crimes that bring heat, police attention, and focused on white-collar schemes. They invest in legitimate businesses, construction, garbage disposal, restaurants, parking lots. They launder money so well, you can't dig it up. Reason 2, structure. In New York, 5 families. They are constantly at war with each other, betraying, dividing territory. This creates chaos, which the FBI uses. In Chicago, only the outfit. 1 family, 1 monolithic structure, fewer internal conflicts, more control. If they fight, it's only with outsiders. Inside, there is iron discipline. This isn't a game, it's an army. Reason 3, corruption. This is Capone's legacy, and it's still alive. For decades, the outfit built a network of their people in the police, in the courts, in the mayor's office. This doesn't mean every cop is dirty, but it means the outfit always has ears. They know about raids before they happen. They know which judge will understand the situation. This web makes them almost immune to traditional justice. A real-world example? Look at Chicago's unions. For decades, the FBI has tried to clean out the Mafia, but as soon as one boss is jailed, his nephew or cousin takes his place. They control construction contracts, deciding who will build the skyscrapers downtown. This is billions of dollars, and they are willing to kill to protect that cash flow. But in the 2000s, the unthinkable happened. The blow came from where the outfit least expected it, from within. The FBI launched Operation Family Secrets. It was the most devastating strike against the syndicate in its entire history, and it was all thanks to one man who broke the Mafia's cardinal rule, Omerta, the code of silence. He turned in his own father.
His name was Frank Calabrese Jr. His father, Frank Calabrese Sr., nicknamed Frankie Breeze, was one of the outfit's most ruthless killers. He was a loan shark. He was a murderer. He was a true monster who dragged his own sons into the business. Frank Jr. lived in hell. He feared his father more than he feared the FBI. And one day, he decided to end it. He wrote a letter to the FBI. "I believe my father is involved in many murders." At first, the agents didn't believe him, but Frank Jr. agreed to do the incredible, to wear a wire during conversations with his father in the prison yard. They were both serving time for minor racketeering. He risked everything. He knew if his father found out, he would kill him right there in the prison. But he did it. And Calabrese Sr. talked. Bragging to his son, he started confessing. He described 13 murders the FBI didn't even know about. He savored the details, how they strangled people with a rope and cut their throats to make sure, how they planted bombs. He revealed the names of his accomplices, the top brass of the outfit. This was a goldmine for the FBI. They got everything. In 2005, the hammer fell. The FBI arrested 14 top members of the outfit. Among them was the boss, James aka Little Jimmy Marcello, the legendary Joey the Clown Lombardo, who tried to flee but was caught, and of course, Frank Calabrese Sr. The 2007 trial was a sensation. It uncovered 18 unsolved murders, some of which had waited 30 years for justice. And that's where the corruption surfaced. Sitting on the stand with the mobsters was a former Chicago police officer, Anthony aka Twan Doyle. He was the outfit's mole in the police. He passed them information, warned them about raids, and even participated in planning crimes. This was living proof of how deep the syndicate had sunk its roots into the authorities. It was a catastrophe for the outfit. Frank Jr. testified against his father. When asked why he did it, he replied, "To save my soul," and so he couldn't kill anyone else. In the courtroom, Calabrese Sr. hissed at his son, "You're a dead man." But he was wrong. Frank Sr. died in prison, and Frank Jr. is alive today under the Witness Protection Program. He broke the spine of the old guard. Seemingly, this is the end. The top bosses, the killers, the corrupt cops all got life sentences. The outfit is beheaded. But do you really believe that? The outfit is a hydra. Cut off one head, two grow back. Family secrets ripped out the weeds, but it didn't damage the roots. The old, loud bosses who loved to kill were replaced by new ones. So who runs Chicago today? Meet the new generation. The boss, Salvatore Sali di DeLaurentis. He's over 80. He's old school, but he learned the lesson. No blood, only business. His right-hand man, the street boss, Albert Little Guy Vena. The FBI considers him one of the most dangerous men in Chicago. He's been tried for murder twice and acquitted twice. No evidence, no witnesses. These guys are invisible. They don't have social media pages. They don't give interviews. They aren't seen in clubs with models. They manage a multi-million-dollar empire from quiet Italian restaurants and social clubs. Their business is still juice, loan sharking, but now on an industrial scale. It's online betting. It's control over construction unions. They are elusive because they no longer look like Mafia from the movies. They look like your neighbor, like the owner of the local pizzeria, like a lawyer. They've integrated into the system. They use not guns, but bankruptcy laws. They don't threaten with a soldering iron, but with the ruin of your business through shell companies. This is quiet, clean, corporate racketeering.
Corruption in the police? After family secrets, the FBI cleaned house, but the outfit just got smarter. Why buy a cop when you can buy a politician who appoints the chief of police? Why threaten a judge when you can finance his election campaign? They think strategically. They play the long game. A real-world example today is video poker. The outfit controls thousands of slot machines in bars, cafes, and laundromats across Illinois. It's a legal business, but the outfit uses it as a cover. They squeeze bar owners, forcing them to install their machines. They launder cash through them. This is billions of dollars flowing into the shadows, right under the nose of the IRS. So, did the Mafia win? The outfit is still here. It's smaller than in Capone's time. It's quieter than in Giancana's time. But it's smarter. It is adapted to the 21st century. It has become a virus that mutated and learned to live in the city's body without causing symptoms. It doesn't scream about itself. It just makes money. And as long as there is greed, fear, and power in Chicago, the outfit will live. The ghost of Al Capone still walks the streets of Chicago. The outfit has proven that the Mafia is immortal as long as there is greed, fear, and corruption. They aren't on the front pages, but they are in the profit reports. They are the shadow government of the streets. Think you know everything now? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Support this video with a like and subscribe. We have to show that we care. If we hit 1,000 likes, I'll drop an investigation on how the outfit is connected to the most high-profile political assassinations of the 20th century and what secrets they still hold in Hollywood. Write in the comments, do you believe the Mafia still rules the city, or is their time over? This was Street Legends. Live by the law, but know those who break it.